Hi Scorpio, it's CJ and I am here today to do your reading for the last week, give or take, of August. So from the 22nd of August, maybe even leading its way into September. So let's just get started here. This will apply to your sun, your moon, your Venus, or your rising, or actually anywhere you may have Scorpio in your placements. Thanks for being here. I hope you are doing well. And I've already meditated and cleansed all the decks, so we are really ready to get going and see what that last bit of August is looking like for you. Dear angels, guides, loved ones, and ancestors, and our divine, please show me clearly and offer me guidance in this reading for Scorpio for that last week or so of August 2021. Thank you so much. Now we have the full moon in Aquarius on August 22nd. So that will be a really interesting energy. Aquarius is very innovative and in some ways very kind of scientific approach to things. It's a blue moon, so it is going to be pretty spectacular if you're able to see it and the skies are clear. Please show me clearly what messages, and I am pulling a card or whatever comes out from my guides from the Moonology just to get a bit of an energy here. Please show me clearly. Cards seem a little quiet today. Are you feeling quiet, Scorpio? Wow, look at that. Nothing's wanting to come out. Is there anything, angels and guides? Is there any card? I'm going to try shuffling sideways. Sometimes it's just how they like it. So, you are good enough. That is what's come out here. Full moon in Virgo. So maybe that's the energy that I was picking up in the cards while they're so quiet is, are you feeling maybe that you're not good enough? Is there that kind of energy and you're feeling a little bit more quiet inside? It's a full moon. So it offers the opportunity to let go of that energy. Because Scorpio, you are good enough. You're very talented and beautiful and gifted. A time to give rather than receive. New moon in Virgo. So that's two cards with Virgo. You got the new moon and then you got the full moon. So, so this is suggesting that there is a feeling of you maybe not feeling good enough in whether that's a relationship or within yourself or maybe a career path that you're doing. And then to have the new moon in Virgo is a time to give rather than take. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean, Virgo, that you have been taking, because you are a very giving sign. Perhaps this is just referring to, actually, it's a time to give to yourself more positive thoughts and more positive, motivational insight. Because if you are feeling, if this resonates with someone out there, if you have been feeling a little bit unsure and a little bit, just not feeling like maybe you're up to par, you are. You really, really are. And I think you're just going to have to really go deep inside and really connect with your gifts. And we all go through these feelings. Some days we're feeling very confident, and other days, not feeling so confident at all. And that's okay, and that's life. That's the way it goes, up and down. Let's see if there's anything else they want. Is there anything else? Any other card? Okay, no. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to show you these cards together. They're beautiful. They are both, hopefully my camera can pick it up, but they're both beautiful green, really rich green. And green is, for me, I always feel it's a very healing energy, healing color. So we got a full moon and a new moon. So this feels very much, what they're giving me is that you are in or have been in this state lately, Scorpio, where you're just not feeling like whatever it is you are doing is not good enough. but it is. So let's just start getting some clarifiers here. I don't think you're seeing the full picture. I think the feeling is there's still something hidden, and a lot of things are unfolding behind the scenes, I feel. But we'll see. Okay, thank you so much, angels and guides. Okay, this deck is totally ready. Please give me guidance in this reading for our beautiful Scorpios. What's going on for them? Please show me clearly. All right. Just as I did the other deck, we'll shift and shuffle it sideways. Okay, there we go. Well, you got the Fountain. Wow, beautiful. Oh, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, let's just stop there for 1 second. So, the Fountain, it is an extra card in the Fountain Tarot. It's such a divinely beautiful card. It is, if you think of the Star card, it is like that, except on such a higher vibration in the way of divinity as oneness. We are all oneness. And this card comes out to remind you of your oneness with yourself and with everything that lives and exists here on earth and in the ethereal. It is the reminder that no matter where you are or what you're doing, you are still always connected to Source, to One, to yourself. And we are all part of a higher vibration and a higher energy that is always watching over you. This is a card that does ask you to just be in yourself, with one, have oneness. And it's that, so along with you are good enough, the full moon in Virgo, this makes so much sense, because they're reminding you that you are good enough. You are part of this higher vibration, and that you are protected and you are divinely connected. So that is a beautiful energy. I'm going to place it at the top because it is the highest card in this deck, and that's where they're wanting the energy to go. The next card that came out was the Queen of Cups. So Scorpio, you know, this is water. This is your element. The Queen of Cups can be representing you as well, or another water sign. But what my guides are giving me here is that you really do need to nurture yourself. The Queen of Cups is the energy of such love, such compassion, such care. She nurtures, and non-gender specific, just the energy of the card. She is a nurturer. She also is so fluid with her emotions, and meaning she's not up and down and all of these different things. She's very balanced in her emotions. She may be representing a motherly figure to you. And in this reading, my guides are saying that you need to make sure that you are definitely really taking care of yourself and really making an effort to nurture yourself, especially if you have been feeling as if you aren't good enough. So let's continue. But it is definitely, this reading is feeling like a very healing reading for you, Scorpio, that that these maybe negative feelings that you're feeling towards yourself, you have to do better for yourself on that. This is a time for you to give to yourself. So let's continue. See if cards want to come out this way. Okay, we've got 3, so we'll take those. King of Wands with the Devil and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so the Devil coming out is normally about addictions, bondage, things that are just really unhealthy, very unhealthy. And the devil can keep us bound to them. So this makes sense, because if you are feeling like you're not good enough, this is the energy that is getting away with that. It is making you feel like you are not good enough. So this is an energy that has to be dealt with and has to be disconnected. You have to disconnect from it. And the Nine of Swords is telling me that you're worrying a lot. You're really stressed out about whatever this is. I'm feeling that this is probably at this point more about your business side of life, your career side, your material side, and your emotional side as well. But so far I'm not seeing anything that is feeling like a relationship. So doesn't mean that that isn't the case. It definitely could be pertaining to a relationship. The energy remains the same regardless of what the genre is. But the Nine of Swords is that, you know, lack of sleep, not able to close your eyes, having so much fear coming in, especially when it's nighttime. And a lot of times, though, this card is blowing something up bigger than it actually is. When I'm in this energy and I've had this feeling, and I'm having sleepless nights and I'm stressed out and my wheels going round and round and round and it won't stop. You know, at night is the worst time for me. Normally when the sun rises, or even if it's cloudy the next day, I feel lighter. So this card is just reminding you that this is fear. This doesn't necessarily mean your reality, Scorpio. So those are the energies that are needing to be released here. And you do have the King of Wands that it comes out. So now this is kind of like on the flip side of where you can be and where they want you to be. King of Wands is our fire, it's our passion, it's the element of fire. But it's our passion, it is our drive, it is the things that light our hearts on fire. And it is also, you know, the things that make us who we are on the creative side. King of Wands, he is the entrepreneur. He is a leader because he is a king, and he knows what direction he wants to go in, and he's going there. He's getting there. He is there. He right now has no fear of falling, even though he's up so high. None at all, because he knows that he's a king, and he knows that he's planned where he wanted to go, and he's there. So that's the energy that they're wanting you to actually embrace here. But there's something that's going to have to happen for you. Maybe it's just your mind shifting here of letting go of this toxic way of perhaps self-talk, right? Because you are good enough. You are so good at so much that you do. Okay, let's continue here. Is there any other messages? Okay, that one wanted to come out, my Five of Coins. So there is this fear of like, maybe this is definitely relating to your coins, your money. You know, also coins, pentacles for me, I see as our self-worth, our own confidence, what we truly believe about ourselves. So there's definitely this mindset here. It feels like it's a mindset. It doesn't really feel like this is legit. Now, of course, for some people, you know, especially over the last year and a half, with going on 2 years with COVID and everything, I mean, maybe you have lost your job, and maybe, you know, maybe you are really, really worried and really scared. And that is justifiable. I mean, my heart goes out to you if that is how you are feeling and that's what's happening in your life. Things are going to get better, though, Scorpio, because you have the fountain that is definitely protecting you. And the King of Wands is coming out is that if you want what it is that you're wanting, you have the ability to achieve it. But there is this mindset. And even if you have lost your job, somehow try and find a way to break free from the devil, from that bondage, negative self-talk, and all of that, because that's not going to help you in the real world move forward. You've got to start treating yourself better and believing that you deserve the best, because you do. And if you can make that shift, that's when all the things that are for you will come to you. So let's continue here. Any more messages, angels and guides, loved ones and ancestors? Please show me clearly. What else do you have for Scorpio? And remember, this is only for really the last week or so in August. So this may be a very quick moving energy that flows through you. Perhaps you're actually in this area now before this full moon. So with this full moon, it gives you the opportunity to really maybe write down, journal, what is it that you need to let go of? Write down the words that you, whoa, okay, way too many. I'm not going to take all of those because that's just too many. I'm so grateful, thank you, but could you please give me less cards because that was just way too many. Thank you. You know, make a conscious effort to really spend a little bit of time on your own here around the full moon and decide what it is you want to let go of, you know, because then we're going to start moving into the new moon, and that is where you want to start putting your focus in on what you want to manifest into your life. Full moons are always a conclusion. Is there anything else? Okay, I don't feel like anything wants to come out of this deck. 9 of coins is on the bottom. So 9 of coins is a beautiful card. That is one of independence. It is one of being financially sound and balanced. And, you know, this figure on this card is very self-assured and calm. And she's success. So that's where you can be. Don't let this negative, lower vibe energy, don't let that take over your life right now, because it is so possible to change your mindset, and when you do, that is amazing how beautiful things then are allowed to come in. We have to make space for them. Okay, let's pull a few more clarifiers for Scorpio. All right. Now this reading is not going to resonate with everyone out there, so whatever, if it does, great. If it doesn't, it's just not your reading. These two. Okay, oh, we got 3. Okay, thank you so much. King of Wands again on the bottom of the deck, so that's a double confirmation, Scorpio, that you know what, this is just fears. They're really giving it to me that this is fears. This is more in your head. I don't feel like there's anyone else involved in this. I feel like this is very much more of doubts that you're having about yourself and about your ability. And again, so now we got the 5 of Swords. So, you know, 5 of Swords is, you know, combat. It is, it's swords, so it's our logic, it's our intellect, it is how we communicate with ourselves. So don't do a disservice to yourself. And then you also have the 9 of Swords coming out. So again, 9 of Swords, 2 9 of Swords. I really don't feel like, whoever this reading is for, I don't feel like this is actually reality here. I feel like this is more up in your head. And it says, 9 of Swords is, I trust the present moment. 5 of Swords on the bottom of it says, I will heal myself. And you will heal yourself. That is why the Queen of Cups is here, reminding you to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, do good for yourself, believe in yourself, Scorpio. And you have the King of Cups. So you got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. If this is regarding a relationship, although I don't feel like it is, but if it is, this is a pair. We've got a Queen and a King of Cups. So if there's something that if it is pertaining to a love relationship, and you're feeling like you're not good enough, and you're feeling like, you know, maybe you're not good enough for that person, or maybe it's the other way around, maybe that other person's not feeling good enough for you. The truth is that there is a pair here, right? So, but I'm going to continue reading it as they're giving it to me, as this is more of a career passionate path that you're on. King of Cups. So he's counterpart to the Queen. He is water, obviously, again, but he is very calm as well. He's very self-assured. He is comfortable in the water, even though there is much waves and such going around. It doesn't bother him at all. He is still anchored. And on the bottom of this card, it says, I am my own anchor. So, reminder again to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your gifts and your abilities, because you have plenty of them. Plenty. So that is really beautiful. So this is just feeling like maybe in the next week, or maybe like I said right now, you're just, I think, struggling with a little bit more of an inner conflict with yourself. And you need to maybe just look in the mirror and get really clear of all that you have accomplished thus far in your life, because you have. And maybe that's a beautiful thing for you to do. That's kind of the energy they're giving me here, is maybe over the next day or couple of days or whatever, around the full moon would be a beautiful time. Make a list of the things that you've been telling yourself, and then make a list of the things that you know that you've accomplished in your lifetime. Big or small, it's still accomplishments. And really, really see it for the truth. You know, because this kind of negative, low vibe energy of thinking, this impoverished worry, is not going to bring positive things to you. In fact, it's just going to slow things down. It doesn't mean it's going to never let it come to you. No, it slows it down. It puts roadblocks in your way. So, Scorpio, really important for you to really take some time and really allow yourself to just be really good to yourself. Because I do feel like there's a success that is happening. You do have the King of Wands, and you have it twice. So I think everything is just more a mental situation. I mean, you do have 3 swords here. So, okay, let's pull a, we'll go Pearls of Wisdom, and then we'll just wrap this reading up. And Scorpio, you are so intuitive. Your gut already is telling you you are good enough. You know that. And I think it's just a matter of time when you're going to start really seeing this success roll in. You know, as things move, when we are really trying to achieve something great, and I feel like you are trying to achieve something really great. No, that was I dropped those, so. Sometimes it is 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, 5 steps forward, 3 steps back, you know? And that sometimes has to keep happening until the momentum really starts picking up. And then before you know it, it's no steps back. It's just forward, 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 forward. And King of Wands for me is forward, such forward, beautiful momentum. So really just allow this negative kind of energy, allow it to just kind of flow through, and then call it out and let it go. Okay, you've got 2 cards here that have come out. Tranquility. Okay, so we're going to start with Tranquility. Beautiful, beautiful little card, beautiful little bird. Find a tranquil setting and enjoy the quiet. Answers come more easily when the mind is empty of thoughts. You will feel freer when you let go fears of not achieving. Thank you so much, angels and guides, loved ones in the divine. You see, Scorpio, how they are giving this to you. I mean, the first card that came out was You Are Good Enough. And this now, to end this reading, Tranquility, that last line, you will feel freer when you let go fears of not achieving. And that's what this reading has been for me, for you, Scorpio, is that you have fears of not being able to achieve whatever that is that you're been working on. And you have to get out of your head. That is what they're saying. When the mind is empty of thoughts, answers come more easily, because then the momentum gets to start moving forward. So that is beautiful. And then the last card that came out, I'm not sure if you might have had this one other time, but I'll show it to you. It's more of just a little affirmation poem. The glass may be half full today. And that makes sense if you're in a 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Devil, 5 of Coins kind of energy. You might be seeing things as half full, right? Let me rephrase. The glass may be half full today. As yesterday, it was half empty. That's what I'm implying to. When you're in this energy here, this low energy, the glass is going to be looking half empty. How can it look half full? Because full is more positive. Empty is tending to be negative, right? So it is the same glass. It is the same liquid. The prism of change is you. Tomorrow, it will be filling endlessly. So when you make this change to let go of this feeling inadequate and not sure if you're going to be able to achieve what it is that you're wanting to, and you let go of this fear and you trust in yourself and you take care of yourself, take some breaks, your success is endless. It's just endless. It will continue, your glass will continue to be full. So it's just making that little shift, Scorpio. It's beautiful. So I hope you found something in here that resonates with you or that helps you in some way. You're going to be really strong and better for letting this go. Be kind to yourself, Scorpio. Okay, until next time, take good care of yourself. And if you liked it or would like to subscribe, I'd really appreciate your support in helping this channel build and grow. I love doing what I'm doing, so thank you for tuning in, and many blessings your way. Until next time.